Welcome to 52 Books in 52 Weeks. We're up to book 24, and this was a really interesting one. So this I borrowed from the library. It's called Snoop, and it's by Dr. Sam Gosling. He's a psychologist who works in the US. And what I found really interesting is this book is about what you can tell about a person by the stuff they have around them. So the story is that he goes into, well, it sounds kind of creepy when I say this, so bear with me. He's made a name for himself by going into people's bedrooms and working out as much as he can about the person based on the stuff they have there. So not just, of course, the clothes, but things like the way the room is decorated, the way things are laid out, the photos they have around them. He says you can tell an incredible amount about a person's personality based on the stuff they have. Now, it's the same then in someone's office, so there's a whole segment on how you can tell a lot about a person about the way they keep their office, especially if it's an office that other people go into. You can tell the portrayal, what they want you to think, and then you can read signs about what then they feel about themselves. I tell you, this was really cool. Heavy reading. It's a lot of analytical work. They give lots of facts and figures wherever possible and reference because, you know, it's a good medical book, I guess. But it was fascinating to read all the different things you can work out about a person. It was fascinating to look at how they look at personality traits, and they look at the big five rather than any of the Myers-Briggs or anything else. In the professional field, they use the big five, which are then broken down into facets. It was really interesting. What I liked about the book as well is often it prompted you to think for yourself. So before giving you the answer, they'd hypothesize. They'd ask you what you thought if you walked in and saw this, or how you thought someone's behavior linked to their music tastes, or all these sorts of things. I mean, it's as much as that. The amount of things he can read from someone's CD collection. Not just the CDs they have, but how they're stored, what order they're in, how neat they are. It's pretty cool. Look, I don't think I can explain it anymore. I stumbled across it at the library and just thought that looks really interesting. I've never seen it before, so good luck. I feel like that's the way this year. I've just found a random assortment of books from interesting places that I've been reading. But I really enjoyed it, actually. So this was Snoop. I read the second half of it on the start of a car trip down to Adelaide. So I read it to my partner as well. And he found it really interesting too. And I was sort of asking him to guess some of the correlations between the emotions and people's perception. So if I liked it and he liked it, it must be a pretty good read. So that's Snoop. Go and have a look. It's worth trying to find. And as always, I will see you in the next video.